Hi, it's Dr. Darnise coming to you again from my kitchen. Turns out it's the best lighting in the house, so here's where I'll be. Well, I have got another installment for you regarding following your bliss. My first video that I did in this series is following your bliss as a spiritual practice, and I really believe that because you know what? It takes a lot to say that you're going to follow your bliss. What I'm really calling how to create your life in the way that you love it, how to create a life that you love on your own terms. So we know this is under the term following your bliss. But I guess I'll call it a Dr. Darnise-ism, that it's create the life you love on your own terms. But anyway, as I was saying, it takes a lot to do that. And when you really get on purpose and in aligned with who you are in order to even be able to say what is your bliss, what is your purpose, who you are on this planet at this time, those are big questions. Those are questions about consciousness. So I'm calling it a spiritual practice because you got to know something. You got to be downloading something to really be in alignment with who you really are. In addition, why I call it a spiritual practice is because once you start walking it, you're going to have all kind of challenges come at you. Mostly your own fear, your own stuff is going to start coming up as you do that. So it's a spiritual practice because it helps us come to know ourselves, understand ourselves, what motivates us, and what scares us, which is a perfect segue into talking about what I wanted to talk about in this video. And it is about okay, people say to me all the time, I don't know what my purpose is. I would love to be able to just say that I'm walking in my purpose, I'm doing my own thing, I'm doing my bliss, but I don't really know what it is. Help me find it. And so what I want to say to you is, you already know. Quit playing like you don't know. You do know. You have an inkling. You have an interest. You have something within yourself that is guiding you in a certain direction. There are certain things that inspire you, that make you angry. There are certain things that make you feel lit up. There are certain things that you do, ways in which you spend your time, in which you lose yourself. You lose all sense of time because you're so wrapped up in it. You're having such a good time with it. That's the thing. That's your thing. That's a clue to your gift, to your purpose. Here's what the problem is, because some of you are going to say, no, I really don't. Oh, and I'm going to say, yeah, you do. Because what's happening is there's an internal conflict with what you already know. So you're thinking, oh, yeah, well, yeah, I mean, if money were no object, I didn't have to work over here for money, what I would do is this. I would paint. I would open a bakery. I would open a daycare. I would, go live somewhere else. Whatever it is. But the fear starts coming in and tells us all the reasons why that's impractical, why that won't work. So then we get confused in here. It all gets cloudy in our head. And so we think, well, maybe that's not it, because if that was really it, wouldn't it be easy? Wouldn't it just open up for me? Wouldn't I just be able to find my way easy towards it? And I'll tell you something, it's not that it's going to initially be easy until you create it. Then you will see opportunities start opening up in that direction. But as long as you tell yourself, you don't know, as long as you keep yourself in a sort of internal battle of how, I don't know what, then you will not see. It's like the sun can be shining as brightly as it can shine, but you've got some sort of cloud hanging over your head, and you just can't see it. You can't see the light that's all around you. Your fear, your self-doubt makes you believe that you don't know what your purpose is. But you know what your purpose is. We all do. How much fear do you have that's interfering, though? Sometimes the fear is like, you know that it's going to disrupt your life. Whatever you've been doing in your life, the norm, you know that if you strike out in a new pattern, it's going to disrupt all that. Maybe your relationships have to change. Maybe some people One person in particular can't come with you. You know they're not on the same path and they will not understand what you're doing. They will maybe criticize you, and you're afraid, consciously or unconsciously, that you're going to lose that person or those people. Maybe it's your whole family. They have an expectation for who you are, and they won't get it. But you know what? It's not their job to get it. Don't look for other people to get it as a way of confirmation for you. Other people might not get it, and that's perfectly okay because it's not their vision. It's not their goal. It's not their dream. Why would they get it, really? Your job is to lean in a direction where you want to go and then watch the cloudiness part and the light start coming in and guiding you. We got to get rid of that cloudiness first. And the way you start getting rid of the cloudiness is to start owning your gift and say, you know what, I am gifted in this. I am talented in this. I at least have interest over here, a strong interest. And if I didn't have to do, 10 things every day, this is what I would actually spend my time doing. When you start owning it, then you allow it in. You allow in clarity. You allow in light. Otherwise, your fear will run away with you. Your fear will create all kinds of reasons why you can't. And you'll just say, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. But you do know. Maybe it is that fear someone's going to leave your life. A situation is going to have to change. Maybe you're going to have to give up a job. Not even have to. You're going to find that job no longer suits you. Okay, if you're hearing that, that's the cat following his bliss. I call him a howler monkey because he just gets in these moods where maybe he thinks I'm talking to him. But anyway, stay on focus with me on point here. So when you find that thing that you love, when you just admit that you love it, stop telling yourself you don't know. When you do that, watch the light come. Watch the opportunities open. It is true that some people and some things may not be able to come with you. It is true. Some relationships may change or end. It is true. You may not be able to do all the things that you've been used to doing and are accustomed to doing. It's true. But if you're following your own purpose, if you're creating the life you love, and you're doing it on your own terms, it's worth it. Trust me when I tell you, I've lost some things along the way. I honestly have. But it's part of the process of helping me, and I'll say helping you, get really clear. And then be able to see the new things that show up. We get so worried about the old things that we already know. We get so concerned about clinging on to them because we think we're losing everything. And you might. Things shift around. Some things are just not going to be what they once were. But if you keep your eye on the prize, which is you, yourself, keep your eye on the prize, it'll all be worth it because the new things that come in will be those things that are really aligned with who you are. All right, so I'm going to leave it there. I don't want the video to be too long. And watch out for more in this video series about, creating a life you love. All right, bye for now.